Okay, so I'm going to be leaving for Spain in a couple of days for a plein air residency, but I want to show you guys my setup for plein air painting since I have everything all kind of gathered together. So I'm going to be like building my and setting up my plein air setup and then taking it down and showing how compact it is. So this is my tripod. I'll link everything that I have like from specific brands in the description, but this one is basically super lightweight. I think it weighs like 2 pounds or something, maybe even a little slightly under. But it's super, super compact, which makes it really great for plein air painting. And it's very durable also. I haven't had any issues with it. Actually, let's not make it fully extend. But a really cool feature that it has is a little clip on the bottom here that you can clip your backpack to if you need it to be weighed down even more, so you don't have to worry about a windy day or anything like that. Why is that not coming? But you just kind of twist them one way to loosen and then the other way to tighten. Let's see. Oh, it looks like I didn't do the right amount. Okay, so that's my tripod. There we go. And then what will attach onto the top of this will be my painting box. And this is from Yugo, or it's called Yugo. It's from New Wave, I believe. And so this, I have the clip already screwed into it. So I just set this on and tighten. And then that's my box. So you can see painting every day, I'll leave my paint in the palette like this. It should say wet enough after a day. Let's lower this even more so you can see it better. But so traveling around Europe, I don't want to bring, and I want to do tons of paintings, but I don't want to bring like tons and tons of panels. So I created this system that I tested out a couple times. I'm sure I'll have to iron some stuff out once I'm there. But this is basically just a metal like magnetic board. It's like a solid piece of some sort of metal. It's not too heavy, but it's pretty sturdy. But it's extremely magnetic. And then on this palette, these little metal extenders are also magnetic. So when you set that on there, it kind of gets grabbed by it, and then I can clamp it down. So this isn't going anywhere at all. And these magnets, which I have a lot more, I can basically take the loose leaf linen that I prepared, set that up there anywhere, and then put magnets on it. And then I can also move the magnets around if I want to like paint the corners or somehow change the points that's anchored on. I can easily do that. And if I want, I can even put a couple more. This is a really thick linen. I also have some really thin, lightweight ones that like 4 little magnets would be more than enough. And so in my palette, I have kneaded eraser, some vine charcoal, and a mechanical pencil. So I can sketch and do all that sort of stuff preliminary. And so then I guess starting from the beginning of the painting, I have my sketchbook. And I'll probably use just my mechanical pencil to do some thumbnail sketching to kind of test out composition and stuff like that before I start working on the actual canvas. And then I'm bringing a bunch of magnets because that will also help with storing the paintings. So I'm like 90% done with this contraption, but this will basically allow me to hold 6 wet paintings simultaneously of this loose canvas. And basically how it works is it can hold 4 9x12s and 2 11x14 inches. But I'll be showing you how I make this in a different video. Maybe I shouldn't spend all this time taking it apart, but basically it's got magnets on the inside and outside on both the sides, and there's also a spot on these two in this 2 inside area. And so I can basically just set the wet painting on it and then put a magnet on top of the other magnets that's underneath, and it will lock it in place. So I guess I'll leave that as a bit of a spoiler because I still need to figure out how to adhere all of the magnets. I'm still waiting on a couple parts for that, so I'll be showing you that once I'm done. But that will be for storing the wet paintings. And so then obviously all the paint is really important. About half of it is stuff I made myself and half of it is ones that I bought. So I have the paint. And then I thought this would be nice. This is basically just brush cleaner. And so you just add water to it, or you just use water with your dirty brushes after you've terped them. And this will really help clean the brushes. I'm thinking traveling around, I'll probably have minimal access to like soap and all that, and kind of kitchen stuff that I kind of take for granted. So I just want to be able to make sure I can keep my brushes clean. And then I have a couple jars. This is like a really thick plastic, so hopefully it won't crack and it's sealed. So I'm thinking this will be used for my medium, which I'll use with like mixing epoxide oil and turpentine. So I'll use that. And then I have my terp jar, which I had to get a different one because my old one, the seal broke, and that's like the most important part of it. But basically this will have my spirits in it, and I can use this to clean my brushes. And so I have like a rubber band that you could drape it off like this, or you could even clip it underneath, or just kind of set it off to the side. I really don't use this that much, but it's nice to help get the excess oil paint off when you want to clean your brushes. Lots of little jars and stuff that's sealed is really nice for like medium and oil and stuff like that. Oh, this is really nice. This I bought on Blix. I think you can get ones that are probably a little lighter, really small, a little smaller, but this is the one I got. It's just a 3-prong seat made out of wood, and so wood and leather. And so this is great for just having a chair around you if you're painting for several hours. This is going to be super helpful. You can just sit and then be able to work. And then it packs up really nicely. It's a little dicey if you're painting on kind of like uneven grounds or kind of muddy grounds where kind of the legs can sink in a little bit, but it does the job well enough. I haven't fallen, and it's been really nice to have a seat while traveling around. So that's very useful. And then I have my brushes. I have my oil well for my medium. And then I figured out this with the magnets, since I was going through kind of a magnetic craze, is that I put 2 magnets on the inside of this. And so if I put a magnet on the end of the corner there, and then on there, it holds it really nicely. Like it's not going to fall off. These magnets are so incredibly strong. So that's my oil well. I don't have to worry about that falling off. And then this would be for night painting. Like I've seen a lot of painters painting like scenes around Europe with like how the statues are lit up at night. And so you need some sort of light on your canvas if you're going to do that. So I bought this. It's rechargeable, so I can just charge it at night. Full strength, it's supposed to last around 4 to 5 hours. So it shouldn't be an issue for like a nocturne or a painting with low light conditions. And it's fully adjustable. So this is full brightness. And I'm not sure if I would have any utility for this. We can change the actual like light temperature. I think this is like the most brilliant one. And then if you kind of hold it down, it slowly starts dimming. And it allegedly holds the battery life for 100 hours on the lowest dim, but I won't be using the lowest dim. So, and then back up to the highest brightness. So I think that's going to be very useful to actually have light on my surface while I'm working at the darker scenes. And then another really important part is a hat for when you have sun. It's impossible to see if you have sun shining in your eyes. It just completely skews all the values. So that's definitely a crucial component to that. I always have kind of a thing. Honestly, I have no idea where I got this, but it's just a little zip case that I just essentially just found. It was just kind of there, but it just kind of zips up. It holds all your brushes and stuff like that. So when I have the dirty brushes, I usually like take the dirty brushes and wrap a paper towel around it and then put like a hair tie or something just to hold them, to separate them until I can clean them, and then just put them back with the other ones and have that zipped up. So I'll show you, and then this backpack I'll link. I bought it on Amazon. and it's super nice. It works perfect for plein air painting. It holds everything. There's so many different nooks and crannies to put stuff, and it has a really nice support for carrying a lot of weight. So let's start filling this up to kind of show you how I can fit everything in together. So I'll start with the chair I keep on the side, put in like the water bottle compartment area, and then clip that in. That works perfect. And then what's cool about this is it zips from the side. So I have this large compartment here that's perfect for my boxy things. There we go. Okay. Gotta make sure the clamps are kind of pushed in. So you could take the clip off of this, but I just leave it on. It's small enough that it doesn't bother me too much. And so I can just take these box components and put it in. And it's not a problem. It's super easy to put in and take out. Maybe you want to do one at a time. So that's in there. And then I think I figured I usually put this stuff in also that side compartment. So you'd have your loose finished painting and canvas in the in that compartment, and then this slides in here like so. And then I'll put brushes in there also. Just kind of any of the long flat things seem to work well in that compartment. Ooh, maybe my sketchbook. I want to keep that kind of separate in case I want to sketch something else along the way. Could be nice to have the sketchbook really easily accessible. Is that going to fit in there? Okay, that works. A little tight fit, but I think it will loosen up. It's a brand new bag. Okay, so I want to show you then the perfect spot for the tripod. So this thing is also, I'll show you how it compresses down, which is so nice. So you just unscrew all the, or loosen all the legs, push them all together, tighten them. And then if you push this button, this kind of lever down, it allows you to reverse the legs. And so it's folding up to the neck. And then that's how it gets so small. And then you got your little keychain there. So I don't use the keychain for holding it off the side at all, but I have this nice large component right in the center that I can just kind of push that into. So then, let's see. Basically, I'll be keeping all the painting in this sleeve right down here, all the paints. I've already tested that, but I want to put them in a plastic bag before I actually put them in, but I'll keep the paints down there. Brush cleaner you could keep at the place you're going to be cleaning the brushes at. So, I mean, there's just like tons of space for all of this stuff. And then actually going back now to this main drawer, there's a bunch of little pockets and sleeves and all these extensions that you could add stuff to. Let's see, we'll have the light with those if we're doing a night painting. That'd be important. That oil well will go into the palette. I just forgot to put that in there. These won't be in there. You'll have like some medium well or something like that. You could put that in a sleeve in there along with your canister. Paint will go down there. And so there's room, I mean, even for your miscellaneous stuff. Okay. So, I mean, that would hold everything. Assuming the paints are down here, I'm wearing the hat, and then all this other stuff I won't be bringing. That will be based on my home location. So let's see, I guess you could clip this stuff up. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs, but it holds on your back pretty tight or pretty high up, so it doesn't feel like I'm gonna fall over or give me any back pain. I feel like I could walk a couple miles in this, no problem. So that's the breakdown. Like I said, I'll make sure to link everything in the bio if you want to see exactly where I bought it and like the brand name, stuff like that. I think there's lots of variations of this stuff that you can buy. This is just the stuff that worked the best for me. So if you guys have any tips or advice, something you figured out that you're seeing that I could definitely improve on, let me know. I'm always curious on ways of making it an easier and more straightforward process to plein air paint. But this is I've been able to compress my plein air painting setup too. So yeah, let me know if you have any improvements or if this video was helpful, or if you have any follow-up questions or anything like that. I'd be happy to answer.